Nitrogen by Nicole Jones. Nitrogen is a non-metal gas that is odorless, colorless, and tasteless. It has the atomic number 7, atomic number N. It is a gas. It has 2 stable isotopes, and the most abundant is nitrogen 14. The main chemical reactions that we're going to talk about are that nitrogen is used to create fertilizer. It's combined with water to produce nitric acid. The nitric acid is then mixed with ammonia to produce the nitrate fertilizer such as ammonium nitrate. The chemical equations are here. The other chemical reactions that nitrogen undergoes is the combustion of nitrogen in an endothermic reaction that occurs when fossil fuels are burned to create electricity or fuel cars. That creates nitrogen monoxide, and then the nitrogen monoxide combines with oxygen to create nitrogen dioxide. And these are the equations there. There's many uses for nitrogen. Nitrogen is used to create fertilizers, explosives, dyes. It helps to preserve food. It's used in the medical field to freeze reproductive cells or other medical research materials. It's also used in creating electrical components and storing foods and in light bulbs because it's a very non-reactive gas. It's also used in fire suppression, creating stainless steel, chemical analysis, and it's also very, very important in the natural environment because all living organisms use it to synthesize proteins, RNA, and DNA. Nitrogen is a naturally occurring gas. It makes up 78% of the Earth's air. Nitrogen moves throughout the environment through living and non-living things in a repeating cycle called the nitrogen cycle. It also easily dissolves in water, so it combines with water in clouds and bodies of water, and the balanced equation for that is written here. This picture shows the nitrogen cycle and how nitrogen moves through living things and back into the air, and this shows how nitrogen moves into the waterways through agriculture and pollution and rain into the waterways and the agriculture. I said that, I think. Nitrogen affects the environment in that when large amounts of nitrogen are used, it ends up in the waterways and it's causing eutrophication. It also causes acid rain, which damages the trees and creates a very acidic environment for fish and wildlife. Once acid rain penetrates ground, it creates a lot of chemical reactions that happen in the earth as well, in the soil. So like calcium and magnesium are dissolved and aluminum is released. So those all really interfere with the plant's ability to take up water as well as get the nutrients that it needs. And then the nitrogen that's dissolved in the clouds and the fog surround trees and also damage the leaves and nettles of trees. Nitrogen is also detrimental to human health in that it is a lung irritant and can cause breathing issues. Nitrogen oxide creates ground level ozone, and when people breathe in the ozone or the small particles, it can cause lung damage, and any sort of respiratory condition can be worsened, or it's also thought to be caused by the nitrogen oxides that are in the air. Eutrophication increases the spread of gastrointestinal and dermatological diseases, including conjunctivitis. The steps that can be taken to limit the potential impacts of nitrogen are to increase the use of organic waste as fertilizers, using fertilizers that have plastic coatings on them that slow the release, introducing more ammonia oxidizing microbes into areas that are experience high levels of eutrophication, Reducing the use of fossil fuels and switching to alternative and cleaner fuels to power cars and create electricity is also another way to reduce nitrogen in the air and reduce acid rain and the damage that it causes. And these are my citations.